So I love my setup patterns, but I am not a pattern trader. I'm a price action chart reader, and there's a big difference. Let's go deeper. So, in trading, there's plenty of patterns. You got the morning star, the head and shoulders pattern. Many people trade patterns. I personally do not trade patterns. I've never really learned them. There's a bunch of them. And so I always thought that was confusing. So again, I like the simple way. And again, I was introduced to price action. And with price action, what we're actually doing, we're reading the price chart. We are just reading the price chart. And if you've ever heard me say that you can take price action anywhere, that's the reason why. Because price action isn't based on patterns. It's based on the price movement that happens in a market on a chart. So at the end of the day, it's chart reading. If you learn how to read a price chart, then you can trade futures, you can trade binary options, you can trade MT4, right? Because they all have charts. And so if you learn how to read a price chart, it's gonna put you miles ahead of your competition. And that's why price action is king, okay? Because it's not about a pattern. Second entries show up all the time. Lower highs, higher lows, they show up all the time. But if it doesn't happen in the right market condition, you're probably gonna get trapped. That's why traps exist, because smart money knows that there's a ton of people out here just trading patterns, and the market is going to naturally move and create these patterns, and people are going to just see a pattern and jump in and then be trapped, and then smart money is going to go the other way. So it's much better to understand the market cycle, because that's what smart money really works with. You understand that market cycle, then you can know which trades to take, which trades to skip, or which patterns to take, which patterns to skip. And you'll have a lot more success. But I know, without seeing it, it's hard. So let's look at a price chart so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So I'm gonna show you a quick example right here. We've had a trend down, trend break, 1, 2 legs down to a new low. Okay, for all my students, what are we expecting right now? What are we expecting to happen next? Just because we know what price action is. We know that this trend has played out. So we're expecting a reversal. What do you think happened? Well, let's find out. A reversal. Boom. See that? See that? So it wasn't the pattern. I wasn't looking for any certain pattern. I just understand how prices move. And reading a price chart, learning price action is about reading the price chart, knowing how prices move and what's probable to happen next. It doesn't always happen that way, but once you learn how the market moves, you're really learning price action, and then you can take advantage of those movements. So it's not just about the pattern, the setup, because you can find higher lows all throughout here. You can find second entry longs all throughout here. That doesn't mean you should take it. This was a second entry long right here. High, push down, lower high. So that's 1 leg, that's 2 legs down. Nice signal candle. Well, that second entry actually would have worked. Bad example. Bad example there. But let's say you was going from the short side, all right? Right here. From short side, we have let's say we got a push up. This is the first entry. Second entry short right there. But should you take that? No, not at all. Not at all. And if you take it, you just lost. So just because you get a pattern doesn't mean you should take it. You should only take the pattern when it happens in the correct market structure and context. And so that's why reading the price chart is what I'm truly teaching you, not patterns. I'm not teaching you how to take patterns. Now, we have setups that are patterns, but if the market doesn't align properly, we don't take it. And so that's the best way I can explain it. Learn how to read the price chart. So if you really want to get good, all you have to do is take a snapshot of a chart and read the price chart. Follow the 21 EMA and, look for the high, lower high, Like right here, we got a high, push down, lower high. If this beautiful candle had to close under, we would have been to go. But you know, this one could easily be a what? Trend up, trend break. Now you seeing that, hey, we got a high, lower high, but should I take this short? The market pattern is telling me that this is really the first trend break. We may come back up again. And I'm seeing rejection here. So it's not just about patterns. It's about being able to read the price chart and knowing what the market cycle is. So, and all that kind of stuff you learn in my course. And so those who have taken my course, I don't even know if they really understand that I'm not teaching you patterns, even though we got second entries and rally-based rallies and breakout pullback setups in the course. The bulk of the course is explaining to you on how to read a price chart. So price chart reading is where it's at, and that's what you want to focus on. So I hope that example helped somebody. You know, that is the lesson for today. Don't just trade patterns. Learn how to read a price chart like you're reading a book. Okay, it is a language, and it's something that has to be learned. And like I said a second ago, if you just take snapshots all day and use the 21 EMA, follow the market cycle, wait until the market moves and the conditions are right for your setup. And what you're gonna learn is that your setup happens almost the same way every time. But when I say that, I don't mean it's not gonna necessarily look the same. You know, some candles will be bigger, some candles will be smaller, but you'll start to notice that your setup happens within a market cycle at exactly like the same spots. You know, when we hit the bottom, then we come up, we're gonna get that higher low above the EMA. That happens in that part of the market cycle all the time. So all you have to do is be good at being patient. Ha ha ha. All you have to do is get better at being patient to wait for the market cycle to play out, to present your pattern, your setup at the perfect time. Then you can take advantage, and you will notice that you will start to win more and more and more consistently, because you're reading the price chart and you're taking your favorite pattern, your favorite setup at the opportune time. And after that, you just wait for a good signal candle, pull the trigger, and let everything play out. So that's the lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, let's see what wifey got to say real quick. Don't go anywhere. As usual, we are going to have a trade example at the end of the video. For those who stuck with me and hung in to the end, I really appreciate you. Also, hey, like, subscribe, and share. I've been noticing you guys are doing that. Man, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, people. I really do. I appreciate all the support. All right, I appreciate it. All right, let's go check out this trade example.
We would like to thank you for tuning in to another Increase episode with JD. If you want to learn how to price action trade, please visit www.jdhyder.com and you will find his brand new course, IOTS, Price Action Trading System. We thank you again, and as always, we wish you increase on the sudden.
Getting some interesting price action here, because we've clearly had a, from here really, we've had a trend down, trend break, one big leg, pull back, three big leg down to a new low now. See, we have a great push up. 1, 2, 3. We are clearly above the EMA now. So if we get our green, red, green, low, push up, higher low entry, that would be a good trade. Expecting to test all these highs. All right, here it comes. We're in 5 minutes. Hey, if you enjoyed the increase lesson today, definitely check this video out here. basic price action chart reading. It is an oldie, but still a goodie. All right. And my name is JD. And as always, I wish you increase on the sudden. Bye-bye.